The Indy Oval to the road course in 2021. We know we're going back to the road course still next season, but the question is, which do you guys prefer, the oval or the road course? Let's start in the end with you.
Well, this is sensitive to me because I don't think that there's any argument really on what's a more prestigious win or a bigger win. The oval will always be the Brickyard 400 and a major or one of the races that you want to win in NASCAR. And the road course, quite simply, just will never live up to that. I think if you go to let's take Daytona for an example. Christopher Bell won on the road course there. That's not even comparable to winning the Daytona 500 or to me even the July race on the big track. I didn't want them to go to the road course because, and Chad, I think would remember the days of teams used to spend a whole year building a car just to go to Indy because it meant so much. You would take everything that you had learned all season long and build a car to go to that oval and to be able to win at, and the road course is never going to live up to that.
Me? I got to follow. Okay. I agree with you completely because I was at that racetrack for the very first test in 1993, and when I walked in there, I was like, holy smokes, this is amazing. And we did build special race cars for that race just about every year. And it has such an air of magnitude when you walk into that racetrack and you stand on the front straightaway to get ready to run the oval of that track. It's just different. The road course, I think, is great. I'm excited because I'm hearing rumors that we could be doing like 50-50, like, 1 year it's the oval, the next year it's the road course. I think that's great. That keeps it alive. But there's a lot of things that you can do at that racetrack to make a very, very cool race car. And your driver can do things to make that oval very, very unique, that it's different. The way you draft, the way you set the car up, the way the cars handle. There's just really neat things that happen on that oval.
Let me play a little devil's advocate and think of the fan perspective of it. We've seen some great finishes the last 2 seasons on the road course. I'd imagine that entertainment value is there from the close racing and the craziness at the end. But from the driver's perspective as well, what is your thought when you talk about the entertainment value versus your experience on the track?
Listen, the very first time I walked into Indianapolis Motor Speedway, I got goosebumps. It was in the Xfinity Series, and it was unbelievable. That's a day that I will never forget. And I love road course racing. I grew up racing go-karts. I feel like that's kind of like the very beginning of my background, and I love road course racing so much. I wish we were going there twice a year, honestly. 1-on-1, IndyCar does it. So, I think it's amazing that we had the opportunity to race the oval in the past. And now we're thinking about it to go again. The road course, in my opinion, is a lot of fun. Hopefully, we can have all the drivers, be a little more organized and making less of a mess on research. But I just wish, honestly, we can do something like Chad mentioned, that we're hearing rumors of, 1-on-1 or whatever that may be, but to mix it up a little bit, because the oval is going to be always on his own league. I agree with Jamie when he says that the road course, it just doesn't meet the expectation of the oval. But with that being said, I enjoy road course racing a lot. So, 50-50, I think that would be a great thing.
Well, it's not a good road course to begin with. It's flat, and it's just not a complex road course. Most of the road course you run going 50 miles an hour, so it's pretty slow. I think they need to get back to what we had in the early 2000s, which was the trucks and the Xfinity cars at IRP. It's a great track for them, and only the Cup at Indy on the big oval. To me, that's one of the other things that made that race so special, was that you only got to race at it in Cup. And so to me, we need to get back to that.
You think it's diluted a little bit?
I think it's super diluted. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Totally. I can tell you one thing else at IRP this weekend. ARCA race, truck race were great.
Really
over
good.
There. I enjoyed myself.
Track.
I know you guys are having all the fun over at the road course, but
Hey, race fans, thanks for watching our video. For all NASCAR on Fox news, content, and the best clips from Fox Sports, be sure to follow and subscribe to our channel.